Welcome back. I'm Brad Page. This is Joe Dion, and we're here at Russound with another tip and look at the IPK-1 keypad. This time we're going to dig a little deeper into favorites. What exactly can you do with these 4 numbered buttons on the front of the IPK-1 keypad? Exactly what are those for? Well, those are your 4 favorites, and you can save a number of things into one of these favorite positions. So first, Joe, let's say I have a favorite Spotify channel and I'd like to save that.
Sure.
So that with one button press, every time I walk into the room, I can press one button and go right to that Spotify channel.
Right on.
How do I do that?
So primarily you're navigating the system with the app. You're choosing your music from Spotify. Now you're saving that, but you want to be able to simply walk up to, maybe you walk in the house. When you get home, you throw your keys down, all you want to do is hit one button.
Right.
You don't have to pull out at this point, the idea behind the IPK-1 is I don't have to pull out my app and then log into this and get connected to my network. And then, you don't have to do all that.
Swipe this way,
just
unlock that, all that kind of stuff.
There's some setup involved, but once that's set up, you just walk in and you hit the button, which is either one of 4 of the favorites that you set up. And I'm going to show you how to set that up now.
Right. I think the important thing to note, though, is to set up the favorites. First, you do have to use the app.
Right.
Either on the XTS touchscreen or on the app on your phone. You will need the app to initially set up those favorites.
Right.
Once they're into the IPK-1, then they're in there, but you need the app to initiate that setup.
Right, so which one do you want me to, which favorite
Well,
do you want first?
let's start with Spotify.
Okay.
Let's save a Spotify station.
So we have a Spotify favorite saved in the app already, right? So that's this station here. So I'm going to select that first, right?
Let's hear a little bit of that.
Okay. Now, if I want to save that, I can pick any number I want, but I'm just going to start with the number 1. Just hold the number 1 button down.
So you press and hold.
And that's it. It blinks once.
And that essentially writes that specific stream into that one position.
Right. So let's save the next favorite. So I can show you how to toggle, and I'll just show you toggling.
Sure. So let's try a Pandora channel.
Okay. So here's a Band on the Run station from Pandora I have saved.
Okay.
I'm going to select that. Okay. Now I'm going to save that in number 2, and if you watch, the light will just blink.
Right.
When it's ready, you hold it down until it blinks once, and then it's ready. Now I'm going to toggle between the 2.
Right.
So now there's number 1. That's going to go back to
the first
channel. Spotify save, and then I hit number 2.
And that's going to go to the Pandora station.
Right.
Pretty simple. Now, what if there is, say, a local radio station that I like to listen to? How would I save that?
Okay. So you're going to go to pick the station. I have, this one's called the Mountain of Rock. This is a local station for us.
Just your local FM station, right?
Right. And then like this one I'm going to save under number 3.
So press and hold 3.
And there, it's saved.
So
and now I'm going to go back, let's say again, like we're going to do the rounds again.
Right.
Go to number 1.
It's your
That's Spotify. Right. Number 2.
That's our Pandora
That's the Pandora,
station.
right? That's the Band on the Run station for Pandora.
Yep.
Number 3.
And that's our local radio station.
Yep.
Now, maybe I have a cable TV box, maybe a CD player that's connected to my MCA-88. I want to save that as a favorite. How would I do that?
So I'm going to navigate right now back to the CD player, right? So, because again, in order for us to save things here, we kind of have to make things ready to go on the app.
Right.
So really what we're doing is we're programming this IPK. So if you have a CD player and you have it all set up with the MCA, like you have the IR set up and it's ready to go, as long as it works with the app, it'll also work with this. So what I'm going to do is go back to browse sources, and here I'm just going to check. I'm going to select the CD player, right? It's right there. That's the CD player playing right now.
Right. And if you've got all the IR commands set up, then you can actually use some of these basic transport controls to say skip a track on the CD player.
That's right. So I'm going to do that right now. Oh, I have to save it as a favorite first, though.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So once this is up and running, I'm going
We'll
to
save
hold
that as number 4.
That's right. So I'm going to hold down the number 4. Right. You saw it blink, and now it should be good to go. So let's try that. Skip the track.
And so it's skipping to the next track.
Yeah, it just skipped over to the next track. Right. Turn the volume up in the zone. Make it a little more so we can hear it. Right.
I'm going down the hill.
Skip again. So it does have some basic control. There's a play pause too, so I could also play pause if once that's set up.
Right. So the important thing there is that you have to have those IR commands already set up within your MCA system. That's kind of out of the scope of what we're talking about in this video, but just get the idea that you can use external devices like cable TV boxes, CD players, whatever else you want to plug in as a source.
But at the end of the day, what the purpose of this is not to, it's just whatever I can listen to on my system. If I want to access it through 1, 2, 3, or 4 as a favorite, that's what that is.
Right.
Just to make it simple for a room you walk into, at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, if you had this in, let's say you have a favorite radio station, you want to hear your morning news.
Right.
Instead of having, if you go into take a shower and you're shaving and you want to have that music playing or that news playing, but you don't want to have your phone out and get onto the network.
Quick, easy access.
It's a quick access to that favorite, and that's the intention of this keypad, to give you that.
Right. Just a very basic set of controls. For more sophisticated, more advanced switching and changing, you need to use the app or the XTS7. But the IPK-1 will give you, again, quick and easy access to kind of the basic features, on, off, volume, and your 4 favorites.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the IPK-1 favorites. Hope that was useful. Make sure you tune in for our next video. Thanks for watching.